Hello and welcome clan to my video. In this video I'll be talking about a couple of questions that been asked by Pokerface, and it will also be useful for new players who would like to grow the account. The first thing I will talk about is fusion and how do you save and prep for the fusion. How much energy you need. You need about 15,000 energy to start the fusion. That's number one. In my opinion, 1,500 gems to be saved. And then let's see what we got. About 7 to 10 sacred shards. And then you'll have about 20 to 30 million in silver. Now the question is, how do you get all of these things, right? Number one, we're going to go through one by one. So the first thing is quests, right? Daily quests. Classic arena gives you energy fill, and then if you're gonna go to the advanced, if you will complete all of these things, you'll get energy fill here. Now next, get lost man, thank you. Next thing, Curse City. So Curse City on normal, you will see there's a little bit of energy here, so you guys can if you're able to get it, because the rotation is always different, but there are a couple of energies here and there that you guys can pick up, provided if you're able to, you know, get to those. Now we got the new thing, which is a green forest has its own energy sources. Like one is over here, but we're gonna go to, yeah, if I show you normal, because I don't play normal, so there's going to be different places you can get energy from. Now next we're going to go to Doom Tower. You'll have the energy sources coming up in here, plus the shards too, so try not to skip Doom Tower and develop your champions. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Doom Tower events. Yes, there are different events. Usually the most easiest event would be, for me, I think it's a classic arena. At the moment we have tag team arena, but yeah, if you win a little bit, you get to have like 100 energy, right? And then here is 75, for example. The way you obviously farm the energy, you do not participate in a content that requires energy. For example, all of these things, right? Except, does it? It takes the energy as well. It will kind of stop your progression in terms of gear, but that's not your goal. First, you need to get to the 15,000, and then, you know, I would even recommend 20k. Next, let's see what we got here. Another way of getting energy would be in a clan, not clan quests, but clan shop. Sometimes instead of this chicken, you will have energy, so purchase that energy. I believe it gives you 1000 energy, right, if you purchase it from here. While we're still here, Pokerface asked question what to buy in clan shop. Now obviously you will look for void shards, and then you'll look for energy. Also you will have two of the legendary champions shards, which you should be able to collect once you get enough your clan coins. What do you call those? Take quest. Clan gold. Yeah, it's called clan gold. Yeah, get those champions as well. This would be pretty useful. Right now it's resistance, but every time it is speed charm, so I highly suggest you get the speed charm. Now when it comes to accessory, instead of, because I had the arbiter skin, now instead of arbiter skin I'm getting this. What you're looking for in terms of accessory, this would be a very useful. Why? Because it has a counter attack, 5% on counter attack. Next we're gonna go to bazaar. I always get my ancient chart, and then I always get my energy right here. These two things that I really love to buy. Next, so this is how you collect energy, right? We'll talk about that. Now what we're going to talk about next is how do you collect gems. Now the gems collection would be about the same. You do your daily quests, and then you're going to do your advanced quests. Also you're able to do events and tournaments. Remember, if you're doing events and tournaments, only land on those that do not require energy since you're farming, so that means it will be arena. You can also find it in here we go, in Doom Tower, at the same time in Cursed City, I believe, if I can find some. Hold on a second. No way, Cursed City don't have it, huh? I guess not. Let me know in the comments on Discord if if Curse City has gems, because I don't see any at the moment. Let's take a look. I played Curse City today and I sure I got a gem, right? Today. So it's not really on the board, but you could get gem. I'm sure you can get gem on this one. Right, gems, silver. I'll say 2 ways of farming silver is number one for the beginners. You're gonna go to the brutal campaign stage 3. Why? Because stage 3 gives you shield, and a shield you can sell for the higher value than anything else. That's number one. Number 2 way would be spider, and this is by far the best. Spider level 20, and I do have a speed scene for this. I can show it to you because it's like super duper quick. This is my spider team. If you guys want me to show you the my build on spider, all the other dungeon bosses and then clan bosses as well, let me know. I can have this video as well. It will be well, I'll try to make it as quick as possible, this video, so you guys could see the builds and heroes I'm using. Now we got this, and look, you can actually get 82, so it's 100 plus K just by winning, but you will lose the energy. So what you're looking for is you first collect the energy and then go and farm the silver. When it comes to gems, you will collect naturally, just don't spend them. Why we need 1500 gems? If you run out of energy, you can always go to the shop. Oh, these freebies, always get it. You can always go to the gem shop and you can buy yourself energy refill for 40 gems, which is great. What else we got here? In terms of shards, how do we save and how do we get shards? I got void shards. I'll be saving for 124, about 3 months. I think 3 months or 4 months of not touching this shard. And why I got a specific number of 120 and then 66, I'll explain later in the video. But here we go. We're not spending anything. Even here, I'm not touching. I'm just collecting these. Every single time there's a champion chase event, and then there's a summoning rush event, right? So summoning rush event, you have to use your shards, and in champion chase you should get your champions through a different means besides summons, like fragments. You can just get here and then you get points. So this is why Doom Tower would be important. Just collect those and keep, don't use them until you really want to tackle a fusion. Next, what we're going to go through is numbers. Important. If you have 40 ancient shard, there is an event that happening sometimes where they will give you a guaranteed champion, either epic or legendary. Mostly with the ancient shards you get epic, and you need to have minimum of 40 shards. I think legendary would be higher, maybe 160, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be higher. Now for the void shards, it's really important to have 120 shards. Why? Because they do have the event where there is a guaranteed void champion, and I really need to have 120 shards to get that void champion, because void is a 0.5%, which is extremely low. So I would rather have my shards and guaranteed event. This is where I'll be shooting my shards. So don't waste those shards for nothing. Also, do not chase the champions all the time, because your library is full of already capable champions, and I think I can run through any content in here just by using this. Is because we're playing Raid Shadow Legends and we always want to collect new champions. This is why we're excited to join Fusion, but sometimes it's not necessary, so you rather save the resources for something better rather than use Fusion. Sometimes we have double extra champions, so if you're able to summon one legendary champion, you get another extra legendary champion, and that is way better to get 2 champions rather than getting 1 champion and using tons of resources. Next, what do we have here? Account development. Complete campaign. Okay, so the big question is, sometimes you get a plateau, you just hit it, and then you think, how are you going to progress further? So number one thing I would tell you is to finish your campaign on normal, hard, brutal, and nightmare. Once you hit something over here, it's easy to develop your champions enough to pass the level. And that small development will increase the power of your account because you will focus on a specific champions. Once you've done with the campaign, you'll know that you will have a solid team that could even be able to fight in arena tier 5, for example. Afterwards, what you're looking for is to beat faction wars. How I did it is I would just keep playing until I will stop at somewhere here because I simply cannot beat the boss. So I will try and figure out the best champions and I would just focus on them just to develop those champions so I can pass that stage. And then once you're able to pass all of the stages, you will have a very solid team that is combination of all of the factions. That in turn will help you in so many more contents like Doom Tower, you know, Curse City, Siege even, and Green Forest. Number 1 is your campaign to beat. Number 2 is your faction. Clan boss is always good to beat, always. And right now our clan is getting stronger and stronger. Getting to Nightmare, I think I can show you my team and my previous team that I've been using, so I can show you the speeds. If you want to copy or do something similar, please do. But clan boss gives you good rewards. In dungeons, for us to recognize that we're growing, we need to beat all of the keeps first because these are the easiest one. And once you beat them, try to run them some sort of a speed battle. And basically what you do, you already optimizing the existing team, which is always great. Afterwards, once you're done with this, you guys focus on dragon and then spider. Spider is always good. You don't have to go all the way to 25. I rarely play 25, by the way. Mostly I play stage 20 and I would set my filter so I get level 6 gears will not be sold and then everything below level 6 stars will be sold. Another way to develop your account is faction guardians. This thing would really help out. Usually during the summoning event, you'll get a lot of rare champions. So just go ahead and place them here. You do not have to commission them at the beginning. You can just keep them if you need those champions. But then in the future, once you get a lot of them, you can just go ahead and commission, and that will give you very good stats, which will help you in many aspects of the game. Another one is Great Hall. What to upgrade in a Great Hall? Resistance becoming really important. I first did defense because I had like a Chaos Knight and I was focusing on the arena. Now I realize that resistance is really important. I will now develop resistance section completely because there's a lot of content that requires resistance. Some of my teams like Chimera, it requires a lot of resistance. Resistance number 1, I'll say, and then rest of them, you guys can decide what do you need the most. Like for example, most of my damage dealers, Magic Affinity, Spirit Affinity. I would have my crit damage. I'm working on this, but I switched to that because I think resistance for me right now is more important. I go resistance, I go crit damage, then and rest of them, you know, you guys can decide which one would be the best for you. And lastly, for your content development would be mine. So go ahead and upgrade mine as early as possible and let it get you some gems. Forge Pass, do that too. At the moment, it gives you a very good set. I like this set. I am not spending money on this game, so all the grind and everything, it takes some time, but I think it will be worth it. If you guys find this video useful, comment, subscribe, keep on asking questions, and I'll try to come up with more videos for you, like very quick overviews. And yeah, hopefully you guys will develop your account and be stronger. Okay, that is all for today. Peace. Catch you guys later.